Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul video for you. I know it's very old school YouTube video. I have some K-beauty, some J-beauty, and some great Asian skincare, makeup, and hair products to show you today. When I was in Singapore recently, I went shopping at their local chemist called Watson's. It's quite a well-known pharmacy chain there. And they just had all these great products that are just not readily available to me. So needless to say, I ended up spending some coin in Watson's and I've got lots to show you. I have had a few weeks to try these products, test them, use them, so I can let you know if I like them or not. And I have found that a lot of them are available on places like Yesstyle and Stylevana, so I will leave the links to these products in the description box below. So the first product I have is a K-beauty product, and this is from Peripera, and it is the Ink Mood Glowy Tint. This is in the shade 3. By the way, I had to discard a lot of the packaging for these products in Singapore because I couldn't fit. It was like my suitcase was getting bulky, okay? So I had to get rid of a lot of like the cardboard packaging. This is a lip tint product. And the cool thing about this is it's a glossy lip tint. Did you know that was a thing? Because I didn't know that was a thing. Because I love a lip tint, but let me tell you, lip tints are dry. They are dry AF. So normally I'll do like the lip tint, wait for it to dry down, and then like put a clear gloss, like a Vaseline over the top or whatever. But oh my gosh, revolutionary. A lip tint that's glossy. And this is pretty long wearing too. Like the tint lasts longer than the gloss, but the gloss sticks around for like an hour or so, which for a lip gloss, that's pretty good. So a K-beauty brand that I have tried out before and love is called CLIO. So I wanted to try out some concealer. This is the Kill Cover Liquid Concealer. It's a quite thick concealer. I've been using a concealer from Bare Minerals that is quite watery, which I like for an everyday look because it's like just very, very slight, you know, if I just look like I haven't slept, which normally I haven't. But this one, definitely, it's a lot thicker. And she conceals. She says, you need concealing? I will conceal for you. This is in the shade 3BY. I've been caught out by K-beauty before, actually by this same brand, CLIO. I ordered a cushion foundation. They're like very popular cushion foundation. And in Western makeup, I'm normally like the lightest shade or the second lightest shade. It just kind of depends. But I didn't realize that in K-beauty, it's a really big beauty standard to be as pale as possible. So I ordered shade number 2 or something, and it was like Victorian Ghost Child as a cushion foundation. Like I couldn't wear it. It was too, like I couldn't save it. I couldn't blend it. I just looked like I had risen, Twilight style. As you can see, it's still considerably lighter than my skin tone, but I think that's what you want in a brightening concealer. Okay, so the next product, let me get my Watson's bag. There was a whole entire section for face masks, and there was every single face mask there for every single face concern you could ever want. There was even these really interesting ones that were like heat up steam masks, like especially for your under eyes, which were very intriguing to me, I'm not gonna lie, but also were kind of scary. Not sure about anything that like heats up on your face. That sounds a bit frightening. So I didn't buy those. But what I did buy is this Bioessence Milk Balm Mask, 2 times nourishment, times 2. They also had a 2 times brightening one. I think I've mentioned before that I really love a milky face mask. I just feel like it's very nourishing and very soothing and isn't gonna like sting or like tighten your pores or anything like that, because I hate that feeling. And this, oh, love it. Best face mask ever. The cool thing there is they had boxes of face masks. You could buy like a 10 pack. So I bought 2. Here we are. How many do I have left? Again, I had to discard the box because it was just too bulky. 1, 2, 15. So I've got 15 left. 5 have been used. And I am having to ration these because this brand, from my research, from what I've looked up, is a Singaporean brand, Bioessence. And from what I've found, you can't get this outside of Singapore. At least for now, I'm gonna have to ration these out. They go in the Watson's bag and into the secret hiding spot that nobody else knows where they are, because I don't want little prying hands getting them. And look, it's an excuse to have to go back to Singapore. you know, for the face mask. My hands are tied, I'm just gonna have to go back. So there's this Japanese brand called Bioré or Bioré. I think it's supposed to be Bioré because it has the little thingo above the E. Doesn't that make it like Bioré? So this is a very popular Japanese brand, and this is a micellar water. This is the moist up one. They had different types of micellar water, but in my mind, like a micellar water is just a micellar water. I don't understand how it could be doing different things. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory for the day, that micellar water is just micellar water and they're just putting a different name on like moist up or like whatever on the packaging. This was a product that was like, oh my gosh, whoops, we forgot to bring makeup remover / micellar water. We have to go and get some. So I probably wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for the fact that it was like literally needed. It does what it says it will do. It's a micellar water, like it removes your makeup. I will say this does have a very strong scent to it. I think because I'm used to the OG Garnier micellar water that just doesn't smell of anything, it's just water. This smells very strong to me. It's not too bad. Florally / also a chemical scent. Is it a nice product? Yes. Does it do what it says it's gonna do? Is it a micellar water? Yes. Do I need to buy it again? No. I don't need to go out of my way to like order this from Yesstyle and have it shipped to me, because at the end of the day, it's a micellar water and I can probably just use the OG Garnier one. So another thing from Bioré that I did really want to try, because I've seen this, other people online use this, is their sunscreen. Specifically this one. It's called the Bioré UV Watery Gel Aqua Rich Sunscreen. So it's SPF 50. I will not go below a 50 SPF personally. And people like this because it's very like, it's a watery gel. Surprise, surprise. It's not a super gluggy, awful, thick sunscreen. So as you can see, it's a watery gel. It doesn't feel like you have a lot of stuff on your face. The only thing with this is it does leave a very slight white cast. You can even kind of see it on my hand just there. I mean, as you rub it in, it gets better. If you don't like a white cast, this sunscreen is not for you, baby. That being said though, I don't really mind that much. I have worn this out just by itself or under makeup. Then I also picked up the Bioré UV Athlizm, and this one's a little bit more heavy duty. It did say on the packaging that you can use this on face and body, but I haven't used this on my face. I just use this on like my forearms, and I'm trying to get better about putting sunscreen on my hands. This is the Bioré Sara Powder Body Sheets. And I just noticed this. It has a little pug on the packaging. How cute is that? It's a little pug. So the thing with this is I was actually curious to try this because I'd seen it, like an influencer had a paid sponsorship of this. The idea, what it is, it's kind of like a wet wipe, but the sheets are also like powdery, if that makes sense. So it's like freshening, but also like a little bit like a deodorant at the same time. It's like a freshening wet wipe. And so, oh my God, there's a little pug on there as well. I didn't even see that. One thing about Japanese products, you know they're gonna be cute. So I was interested to try it because I'd seen her like, you know, I was influenced, okay? So when I saw these on the shelf in Watson's, I was like, oh my God, that's the thing. And I've used these a couple of times. I've been doing some dance classes. I have to go on the train to go home afterwards, and I don't want to get on the train feeling disgusting. So I've used these after my dance class and just done like a little freshen up. And yeah, I think they're nice. They aren't like a full-on deodorant or a full-on shower. Obviously, it's a wipe, but it does make you feel a little bit fresher. Yeah, interesting. I think it's an interesting... Why am I reading the back of this like I can read Japanese? What I can read pug though. And the pug says that this product is interesting and cool and a bit of a novelty. I can see how this product would be very useful in a country like Singapore where you step outside and literally start to perspire immediately. And so this would be nice to have in your handbag so you can just sort of freshen up if you need to. There was another Japanese brand there that was very similar vibes to Bioré that I actually hadn't heard of before. It's called Senka. Even the marketing and like the product packaging looked very similar to Bioré. So this is the Senka Deep Moist Gel Cream. And this is a very watery essence type moisturizer. It's extremely, extremely light. Yes, so this is really Very, very light moisturization, but boy, is it nice. It feels really nice. And this was great for the plane. I took this on my carry-on on the plane because it's only 50 grams, which translates to 50 milliliters. And I think 100 milliliters is the cutoff for liquids. So you can get this on the plane. So that was nice to feel hydrated, because the Lord knows that air conditioning on planes like dries me out. It like sucks every single molecule of moisture out of my face. The only thing is, as you could see, I've already used most of this. It wasn't the most expensive thing in the world, but it wasn't cheap either. So this was $22.10. So that's still kind of expensive for this tiny little jar, but it is really nice. So I don't know, I think about if I might repurchase this or not. So I found this Japanese hair brand. It's called Lucidol-l. And first off, I found these little baby pots of hair wax. Each color wax does different things. First of all, we have the little blue pot, and this is the natural one. They all have different levels of hold, and they all do different things. And this one I'm probably using the most. You only need like a tiny, tiny little bit, probably about that much. And you sort of warm it up in your hand. And you can smooth down frizz with this one. I found this one works especially well if I've straightened my hair. So it's very light, very natural, as it's literally called natural. Then my other favorite is the purple one, and this one's for curls. And you can see the consistency of this one is a little bit more creamy. And what this one does is, if your curls frizz out a little bit like mine do after I've curled them, this sort of trains them back, and it'll give it a little bit of hold and defrizz and train them back the way you had it. This dark pink one, I haven't been using that much. By the way, none of these are designed for like full on strong extra hold. They're more just sort of like a natural light wax throughout your hair that you're still gonna have body and movement in, but tamed a little bit. So this one's the moisture one, and this has the least amount of hold. I don't think this has much hold at all. And this one is sort of more like a hair serum that's just adding a bit more moisture back into your hair. And then this one, I haven't been using this one that much. This one's called Arrange Fix. And this one's more for like updos, or if you like really want something to stick and stay. My little ends of my fringe sometimes like they like curl out and go really weird. So I've just been using that. This one's very a gel formula. So I use the tiniest amount, like less is more, and just sort of pull these bits of my fringe into place. And they also had this hair styling stick, hard wax, kind of reminds me of a deodorant actually, the consistency of it. What this does is it tames your flyaways. If you just lightly run this over your hair, this will just tame down and stick. It's kind of like a glue stick, like it'll stick down your flyaways. The only thing is you have to be extremely light-handed with this one, especially. With all of them, kind of less is more, but with this one especially, like very, very light-handed. Aren't they little cute little babies? But you could also buy big pots of my favorite ones, of the blue and of the purple curl one. And I've looked, and both of these sizes are in Yesstyle. So I think these little pots are a great way to figure out which ones you actually like and know that you're going to use. And then when you find out which ones you like, you can buy these. And I also found this Lucidol brand had some hair masks, like in shower hair masks. So I got this Argan oil one, and I've used this probably like 4 times already. After I shampoo, I just use this sort of from here down in my hair. I won't put it up here because I found like my hair is actually, even though it's naturally curly, it's quite fine. And if I put a heavy product up the top, it'll just weigh it all down. So it's a really nice sort of fruity scent as well. Yeah, so I really like this, and I've especially used it if I know I'm going to just air dry my natural curls, because it gives them a little bit more moisture. Now I have a couple of bonus items that I didn't purchase in Singapore at Watson's because they are actually Sea Beauty products, which is Chinese beauty if you didn't know. These 2 products I got from a website called Chic Decent. I know people get, especially this product, which I'll talk about in a second, they get it from Alibaba, but I don't trust that because I know people sell a lot of counterfeit products on there, and I don't trust putting anything near my eye that might be counterfeit. I researched Chic Decent before I bought from them. Everybody said that they were legit products. And when I did buy from them, it was a super smooth process. My stuff arrived in a week and a half and it was all well packaged, and they even gave me some little free stickers, which is cute. So I probably will buy more from Chic Decent. Okay, so what I actually bought is, first of all, this viral Leemember dual eyeshadow stick. This is a very viral product on Xiaohongshu. And now, because it was viral on Xiaohongshu, it's viral on TikTok. One side, it's this very pigmented blue, liquid blue eyeshadow. Then the other side is this sharper brush, this sparkly. By the way, this is the shade X03. There's this shade that's more of a purpley blue. There's more that's one of a turquoisey blue, and there's one that's a full-on green. As soon as I purchased this though, I was like, why did I just buy full-on blue eyeshadow? When am I going to wear this? But look, I actually have worn it quite a few times. I wore it to a concert, to like a birthday drinks thing, if I want to feel a bit special, like going out. And I know I'm probably gonna look back in like 2 to 3 years and be like, remember my blue eyeshadow phase? That was fun. What was I thinking? But you know what? I'm having fun doing it. Actually, it's kind of giving me a little bit Princess Diana vibes, you know, when she used to wear the blue eyeliner. So it's fun, why not? And then the other thing, the brand is called Toorune, and it's the Cloud Bear lip balm. And it's kind of halfway between a lip balm and a lipstick. A super balmy lipstick. And this is in the shade 202. This is what I actually have had on today because I went a little bit, tried to do an eye look, you know, so I wanted my lips to be a little bit more subtle. Oh, I just realized the boob of my necklace has been out this entire time. Put my boob away, sorry. This shade is really pretty, really subtle. It just gives a subtle boost to the lips. It's quite smooth to go on. I think it's a really pretty product. They have a mint green one, a purple one, blah, blah, blah. So I might have to get the other shades of this lip balm. But I really like this 202. This is just the perfect everyday shade. And there is my Watsons / a little bit of Chic Decent at the end haul. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please remember to give it a like. It always just helps boost the video a little bit. So I'm always very appreciative of likes, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.